Hello, Moto buddies. I'm out here in the garage just working on the KTM 300. If you have a PDS rear style shock, an issue is that you can get a little wear on the back side of this swing arm. I'm going to point it out with this little pointer here. Hopefully this shows up okay. Right there. Mine is starting to wear a little. I've only got 40 hours on the bike, but you can see where it's flattening. Of course, if this went on and on and on, it would wear into this and you can't put metal back. You could put Tokyo Off-Road, put a little piece of metal back here. I think that's a great solution. Because as this suspension goes up and down, it wears on this mud flap, or the little flap here for your fender. So another solution is to put a different bolt in here with a roller, which is what I'm gonna do. And I just happened to get it from Slavin's Racing, Jeff Slavin's Racing. It's a Slavin's Swingarm Saver. I got the one with the orange roller. So we're gonna put this bolt into the existing suspension. This comes out, and then this will screw in, and then this will give a roller for the mud flap. And then I'm gonna put this Tusk neoprene PDS rear shock bearing protector on here, this little neoprene cover. If this doesn't end up working out, I've never used one of these before, I'll just cut it off, because you do have to remove the belt to slip it on. But I'm going to do both those. I'm not sure about this thing. I haven't used one of these before. I don't know. I just can see it getting impregnated with, filled full of dirt and grime and not be able to clean it, but we'll see. And it may not fit over this thing right anyway. So we'll see on that. So let's go ahead. The first step would be to remove the existing bolt, grease this one up, put this one in. So I guess the first step is to lift our bike on a center stand. So I have the bike lifted up on a center stand with the wheel supported so that when I pull that bolt out, it won't move very far. And you can easily grab this wheel and lift it up and down. This will just make it easier for getting the bolt in and out. So we're going to go ahead and remove the existing bolt here. And then put the new one in. Just on a side footnote, I got tubeless on the rear of this bike, and I'm going to try that out next ride, so I'll do a review on that. So next step, let's remove this bolt. So this is a 13 millimeter, at least on this application. Let's just take that bolt out. To pull this bolt out, I just had to lift up a little bit on the back wheel. As I lifted up and then pulled on this other side, it was able to pull out. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out, grease up our new bolt, and stick it through. Now that I've got that bolt through, I'm going to go ahead and slip this sock over the end. It'll just be a matter of lifting this up over this so I can get this on the end. I'll push that up a bit, and that way I can get the new bolt through. The boot isn't going to work. The neoprene boot isn't going to work with that roller, so I'm just going to go with the roller for now. I think it's cleaner overall. So there's our new bolt. I just had to push this through as I lifted up on the back wheel here, the back tire, to align those two. And now I'll just go ahead and thread that in. We're going to tighten it up to 60 Newton meters, but consult your manual to see what it is, what the correct spec is for your bike. I believe you're supposed to put thread lock on there, but I haven't had trouble with those coming loose when they're torqued right, but do what you feel is best. There's my torque wrench there. I just tightened that to 60 Newton meters. But like I said, double check your manual to make sure you're doing that to spec. Now we'll just put the little roller on. It looks like this is a 3 millimeter Allen key here. And then I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on there so that doesn't back out. And then we'll just put on this nice sealed bearing. Looks like this will go in towards the bike. There's a countersunk area. It's a nice sealed bearing. Okay, so you have the bolt there that you just put through. You're just going to take there's a countersunk area on this and a flush area. You're going to put the countersunk area towards that bolt, and then this will just slip on, and then we'll put that little screw in. That's all there is to it. So here we are turning this on. Have the countersunk area towards the swing arm bolt. That's nice, and then that little O-ring that rubs on the swing arm is replaceable. So that's nice. That's worth it. I'm just going to tighten that down. Okay, now that swing arm's going to rub on. The swing arm's protected, and the mud flap will run on this roller now. instead of rubbing on directly on the bushing, rubbing on the mud flap. So it'll save that aluminum on the swing arm there. So nice little product. Of course, you have to remove this before you pull out your lower swing arm bolt. So just, I guess, remember to do that. That's not something a person has to do very often. So yeah, I think that's a worthwhile product. To run the neoprene on top of that isn't gonna work. So kind of scrap that idea. It's kind of a one or the other. The neoprene thing would work similarly. I just didn't like it holding on to dirt and holding water and stuff in there. So that's why I went this route. It just looks cleaner to me. All right, well, keep riding. Have an awesome day. I got a seat concept seat that I'll review, as well as this tubeless system that I just put on here. And so watch for reviews on that. So we'll try out this seat comfort seat. This is the low version. Next ride, I'll let you know how that works. So like and subscribe to stay tuned.